alert about these crimes.
Plus, a big step for sustainability in Aurora. The West Aurora School District unveils the largest electric bus fleet in the Chicago area on this Monday, November 17th.
Streaming live from Chicago, ABC 7 Eyewitness News at 7 starts now.
Hey everybody, good morning. Welcome to Monday.
Yes, we're here. Start of another week, 1 week before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It's 10 days away, and travelers already have a reason to be thankful. So we'll get to that in a second. But first, look at this beautiful shot of our city where the sun is up, but the temperatures are down.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, we are a little bit below average with some of these temperatures this morning. Up in Woodstock, ouch, 20 degrees, 24. Right now, McHenry, we're 23 in Lake Geneva, 37 Westville, 32 Maryville, 29 in New Hampshire, and 35 degrees right now in Ottawa. Today, yeah, we start the day with that sunshine being visible, but we'll cloud up here through the afternoon. And some clouds are already starting to move into those far western areas, kind of around that I-39 corridor. But our daylight hours today will remain dry. Not so dry by this time tomorrow, and really coming in overnight tonight. Looks like we will get some rainy and raw conditions. But Diane, how are things shaping up roads-wise?
Well, we do have a problem on the Ike, but first I wanted to start off with a look at the big picture. We have lower than average travel times this morning for a Monday. Not to say that it's not busy out there. Outbound in the Kennedy, it's about a 40-minute trip out to O'Hare, about 45 minutes coming inbound. The Stevenson is getting a little bit heavy as well coming inbound. No delays going outbound. The Ryan's starting to fill in too, but again, we've got an issue on the Eisenhower, or actually on the 290. So eastbound 290 right at North Avenue. Take a look at Chopper 7. They're over the scene right now. So it looks like we've got the cab portion of a semi, another vehicle crash. It looks like two right lanes. IDOT just pulling up to the scene. I believe that's maybe a state police vehicle behind it or maybe a towaway vehicle. I can't tell. But either way, we've got two lanes down there, traffic squeezing by in that left lane, and we've got traffic building in that direction. Val and Terrell.
All right. Thank you, Diane. Thanksgiving is 10 days away, and travelers already have a reason to be thankful.
Airlines are resuming their normal schedules today. The FAA says it's lifting flight restrictions that affected 40 major airports during the government shutdown.
And that includes Midway and O'Hare. Our Stephanie Wade is at the O'Hare Airport now to share how this is a big relief for travelers. Hi, Steph.
Hey, Val and Terrell, good morning. Well, things are fairly busy here at the big airport this morning, but at least those long, frustrated lines of customers have now gone away since things have presumably resumed back to normal this morning. Flight cuts at 40 major airports, including O'Hare and Midway, ended at 5 a.m. Airlines are resuming their normal schedules after cutting back in a flight reduction emergency order because of the government shutdown. The FAA cited safety concerns due to staffing shortages during the record-long shutdown. Administrator Brian Bedford saying in a statement, quote, "Today's decision to rescind the order reflects the steady decline in staffing concerns across the national airspace system and allows us to return to normal operations." The news is welcomed relief to many travelers before the busy Thanksgiving travel period.
Really grateful that it's back to normal. I think it's obviously a lot more significant for the workers who haven't been getting paid, which is absolutely unacceptable. I think also for me, with kids at home, if I have to travel for work, I need to know that I can actually get back home.
And back out here live, we are not seeing any delays out of O'Hare or Midway so far today. Airlines say that they're optimistic operations will return back to normal by Thanksgiving. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, Stephan. Oh, wait, Steph, before we go, Stephanie, AAA just released predictions for Thanksgiving travel. So tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so they predict that 82 million people will travel more than 50 miles from home over this Thanksgiving travel period, which begins next Tuesday. Take a look at this. That's over 1 million more people than last Thanksgiving, which they say is a new record. And about 4 million people in Illinois alone will travel. AAA also notes Thanksgiving is the single busiest holiday for travel compared to others like Memorial Day and Independence Day. Back to you.
Going to be a busy time, Stephanie. Thank you. All right, ATM thieves targeted a bar in Lakeview early this morning. New surveillance video shows the robbery just after 3 this morning at Wrigleyville North at Byron and Sheridan. You can see the crew smashing the windows and pulling out the cash machine. They loaded it into the back of a car and then drove away. Police put out an alert about business break-ins in several neighborhoods across the city. Some happened just minutes apart. In each incident, police say a group of people break in through the front door and steal items. One incident happened on Saturday when an Edison Park deli owner had a gun pulled on him. He's okay. Police say the suspects ran away.
There is a death investigation on the city's far south side right now. Police say firefighters were battling an RV fire when they found a man's body. This happened overnight near 107th and LaSalle. Police say the man had severe burns and smoke inhalation. The cause of that fire is now under investigation.
This morning, a new coalition is forming in Chicago to push back against ICE. More than 100 community leaders from across Illinois are joining forces to address alleged civil rights violations. They'll hold a press conference later this morning at Casa Central to outline their plans to stand up for marginalized communities. That is near California and Evergreen Avenue in the Humboldt Park neighborhood. And the Department of Homeland Security has left its Operation Midway Blitz Command Center at Naval Station, Great Lakes. That's according to the city officials. It comes as the National Guard troops President Trump sent to the Chicago area are being sent back to their home states. The troops came from Texas early last month, but were never deployed due to ongoing legal battles. ABC News has reported that the 200 Illinois National Guard members President Trump federalized to operate in the Chicago area will remain on active duty.
A Chicago City Council committee is expected to vote today on the mayor's $16.6 billion budget plan. Aldermen are also considering additional taxes for online sports wagers. The city's Committee on Finance is expected to take up that issue today. The Office of Budget and Management says a tax increase of 10.25% to bets placed online would raise an additional $26 million in revenue. Right now, there's a 2% tax on bets made in person, but the Illinois Gaming Board says nearly all bets are placed online, so the city wants its cut.
A packed room is expected at the Evanston-Skokie School District Board meeting tonight. The board is expected to vote on which school closure option to pursue. One would close either Kingsley Elementary and Willard Elementary or Kingsley and Lincolnwood Elementary. The district says it needs to cut $10 to $15 million from its budget. The meeting begins at 6 tonight at the Joseph Hill Early Childhood Center.
Students in West Aurora District 129 will be riding to school in style today. New pictures show 27 all-new electric school buses, the largest fleet of electric school buses in the Chicagoland area. The district partnered with Highland Electric Fleets for the project. Nearly $5 million in funding from the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency also helped with this transition. Today, a Chicago public school celebrates a new schoolyard. The transformed space now includes sports fields, outdoor classrooms, and gardens. This morning's celebration will be at Myra Bradwell School on 77th and Burnham.
Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears did it again. The Bears went into Minneapolis and took down the NFC North rival Minnesota Vikings with another clutch fourth quarter comeback. Chicago getting a last-second 19-17 win on a field goal by Cairo Santos. Earlier this morning, Kat from ESPN 1000 was here with his recap of the game.
And it applies to every sport. Just wake up. You don't know how things are going to go. Turnovers, takeaways, injury. Find a way to get to 7-3. They did. Lions lose. First place, Chicago Bears. Take that.
Yep.
With such jubilance. Yeah, we'll have more from Cap coming up at 7:30. Go Bears, go Bear down.
That's right. Live and local news just getting started this morning. We are streaming out loud. When we come back, Hollywood honors legends at the Governor's Ball. Stars walk the red carpet. We'll have the highlights for you coming up.
And there's a chance for you to ride in festive style with Santa. Metra's holiday train tickets go on sale in just hours.
First, though, Tracy's got your AccuWeather forecast. We'll have that coming up.
We are just 38 days away from Christmas, and tickets go on sale at noon today for Metra's popular holiday trains. The train cars will be decorated in festive colors, plus there will be a visit, or maybe visits, from Santa and other holiday characters. The trains run December 6th, 13th, and 20th. Tickets are $10 a piece, and they sell out fast. Tracy, I think it's time now.
For the music?
Yeah.
I don't think we can fight it any longer.
Can't wait.
Let's hear it.
It's okay.
Yeah. We've got a.
I understand. You know what? Many of my neighbors were putting up their Christmas
yes.
decorations, Christmas
The
lights. But
weather's
I
so
understand
nice.
it was so mild over the weekend. I mean, why not? When you have temperatures of 71 degrees, like we did on Saturday, totally get that. So you're already prepared. You won't have to do it when it gets really cold. Well, we've had a chilly start to our day here today. Lots of sunshine out there this morning. More clouds coming our way. And in fact, we're already starting to see more of those clouds far western suburbs out in toward the DeKalb area in Sycamore. And rain is going to move in here tonight. Highs today, mid to upper 40s coming our way. Right now, as we look at our rain chances for the week, most likely it's tomorrow where we have the best chances of having rain in our forecast picture. Not during the daylight hours today, however, but right now temperatures are in the mid to upper 20s and low 30s in the area, so it's brisk. Diane.
All right, let's take a look at what's going on out there. We've got a crash off at the expressways at Grand Avenue, just west of Pulaski, so heads up there. Look at the big picture. Still have travel times that are around 45 minutes or less coming inbound on most of our expressways. Tollways are looking really good. We do have obviously some delays on the tri-state through the construction zone. That is not atypical for this time of the morning. Chopper 7 is over some fire activity in the 4400 block of West 24th. It does look like it's all out. It looks like it was a commercial building, and again, it looks like they've got everything under control there, but just a heads up because we still have some fire equipment there on the scene. Val and Terrell.
All right, got it, Diane. Thank you. A United Airlines flight on its way to Chicago was forced to make an emergency landing because of a bomb threat. According to the St. Louis Post-Dispatch newspaper, the flight from Dallas to Chicago landed in St. Louis yesterday morning after a passenger claimed that there was a bomb in his wife's luggage. Bomb squad swept the plane and the baggage. The suspect was arrested and the plane did land safely in Chicago after being delayed for several hours.
The Trump administration is dropping a proposal to make airlines pay passengers for significant travel disruptions under their control. The proposal introduced under the Biden administration would have required airlines to pay up to $775 in cash for such disruptions. The Department of Transportation now says it's not authorized to require reimbursements or compensation for flight disruptions.
There is a hearing today in the city's lawsuit to stop the Trump administration from withholding emergency response funding. The Department of Homeland Security would require the city to not have any programs that promote diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts, or DEI. City attorneys claim that that restriction on federal emergency grants is unlawful. This morning, new developments in the Jeffrey Epstein case.
Yeah, the House plans to vote this week on a bill that could make the Justice Department release the full files. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio is in Washington with the latest.
This morning, a major reversal from President Trump, now calling on Republicans to vote to release the Jeffrey Epstein files. The president posting on social media saying, quote, House Republicans should vote to release the Epstein files because we have nothing to hide, and it's time to move on from this Democrat hoax. The president's comments coming after he and House Speaker Mike Johnson went to great lengths to prevent the vote from happening. The House is expected to vote on a bill this week that could force the release of all the Justice Department files on Epstein. The bill's co-sponsors say the vote should receive overwhelming bipartisan support.
In 2030, he's not going to be the president, and you will have voted to protect pedophiles if you don't vote to release these files, and the president can't protect you then. This vote, the record of this vote, will last longer than Donald Trump's presidency.
Trump has faced pressure from his own party to follow through on a campaign promise to release the files, creating a rare split in the GOP. The most public came this weekend as Trump attacked his former ally, Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, calling her a lunatic and a traitor after she publicly supported releasing the files.
I don't believe that rich, powerful people should be protected if they have done anything wrong.
The president claims at the time of Epstein's arrest in 2019 that he hadn't spoken with a notorious sex offender in 15 years.
I suffered so much pain.
As pressure mounts, this new video shows 8 Epstein survivors advocating for the release of the files.
I was 16 years old.
I was 16.
17.
14 years old.
The women holding photos of their younger selves, reciting their ages when they met Epstein.
It's time to bring the secrets out of the shadows.
And even if this legislation passes the House, it still has a very uncertain future in the Senate, where Majority Leader John Thune hasn't committed to giving it a vote. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
Nicole, thank you. This morning, a judge is expected to deliver a ruling in a high-profile trial involving former Cook County State's Attorney Kim Foxx. The case centers on William Sweats. He's the Flossmoor man accused of throwing a drink in Foxx's face and trying to hit her with his car last year.
Grey's Anatomy star James Pickens Jr. is opening up about his real-life battle with prostate cancer.
The Academy honors Dolly Parton, Tom Cruise, Debbie Allen, and Wynn Thomas at the Governor's Awards. We'll have the highlights coming up.
Eyewitness News, streaming at 7, continues after a break.
Welcome back, everybody. Live look outside. There's a Soldier Field, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In all its glory.
Yep.
Beautiful start to the morning. A cold one, though. Not even chilly. Cold. Grab that coat, hat, and bundle up, but the sunshine will be out. We do have an update. The Reverend Jesse Jackson's condition. His family says that he's stable and breathing without the assistance of machines. The civil rights leader was admitted to the hospital last week. Doctors are helping him manage PSP, or progressive supranuclear palsy. That is a rare neurological disorder that affects movement and balance.
A major milestone in the construction of a new pediatric behavioral facility on the west side. A structural beam will be lifted into place for the future Austin Hope Center. The 25,000 square foot facility is being built at the corner of Chicago and Lawler Avenues. There's a ceremony at noon today. Grey's Anatomy star James Pickens Jr. says that a screening saved his life, but says early detection did save his own. In a new Instagram video, the longtime director Richard Weber Actors reveals that he has been living proof, or is living proof, that catching prostate cancer early works.
1 in 8 men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer in their lifetime. For Black men, the risk is even higher. Fortunately, prostate cancer is highly treatable, but early detection is the key. I'm living proof that early detection works.
Pickens is 71, says he's always stayed on top of yearly checkups, especially since the disease runs in his family. A routine blood test last year led to a biopsy, and doctors found a tumor, but scans showed it had not spread. He had a robotic procedure and says his case was caught remarkably early.
It is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I mean, to think that's what he plays on TV.
Yeah, yeah.
A doctor
They're
doing this for other people and saving
then-
lives, and then now in his own life.
Exactly.
He's able to share that incredible story. Yeah, it is a reminder that we do have to check on ourselves. So easy to put it off. Oh, I'll do it later.
Yeah. Yep,
Good
I'm going to the
lady.
doctor. I need to go to the doctor myself.
I'm speaking to myself. I am not
right?
speaking to you.
Yeah.
This is for myself.
Well, that storyline mirrors his character, as Val mentioned, on the show, which, by the way, returns in January. And so he's reminding men that 1 in 8 will face prostate cancer, and early detection is key.
All right.
There you go.
There you go. Well, right now we are going to join our Good Morning America viewers. Tanya Babbage will join us shortly with a news update on TV in just a bit, and you'll see that here as well.
And when we come back this morning, Thanksgiving. Before you toss out the leftovers, think about the impact of food waste, how you can help the environment and reduce waste this year. That's coming up. Plus, we're breaking down your Thanksgiving dinner. It might come with a bigger price tag, and we'll explain why coming up.
Now, an update from ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Good morning. It's 7:23. I'm Tanya Babbage. A deadly RV fire on the far south side is under investigation this morning. Officers say firefighters were putting out the flames when they found a man's body. This happened last night in Roseland, near 107th and LaSalle. Police say the man had severe burns and smoke inhalation. Let's get a check of the ABC 7 AccuWeather forecast with meteorologist Tracy Butler.
Hi there, Tanya. Good morning, everyone. So a chilly start to the day. We're starting to see some clouds moving in toward Rockford, LaSalle, DeKalb right now. 32 at O'Hare, 31 at Midway, 28 Peatone, 27 Rensselaer, and 30 right now in Waukegan. Lots of sun out there this morning, but the clouds are starting to make their way into parts of the area, especially well west. We'll see high temperatures today in the mid to upper 40s. Now, overnight tonight, rain is going to become part of our forecast, and it does look like tomorrow, especially the morning, kind of breezy and rather raw with that rain. As for Wednesday, clouds will persist. Diane has a traffic update for you after this.
It's starting the day with hope, knowing you're in the right place, having access to advanced treatments and the most experienced cancer experts. When you're facing cancer, it's not just one thing that makes the difference. It's everything. The big, the small, the unexpected that helps you keep moving forward. Advocate Healthcare. Cancer care that makes the difference.
Welcome back. Beginning with a crash off of the expressways in West Chicago at North Avenue and Powis Road. Heads up there. As far as the big picture is concerned, seeing growing travel times across the board, with the heaviest delays right now being Kennedy in both directions. I would put it about 55 minutes going in or out of the downtown area heading to or from O'Hare. So a heads up there. Did just get word of a crash that just cleared eastbound on 290 at North Avenue. And it's a good thing too, because that's exactly where we were seeing that about a 1.5 mile delay. So that delay should get better now that that crash is gone. Have a report of a crash on the tri-state. It's we don't know if it's northbound or southbound. State Police said they're on their way there. It's near the Hinsdale Oasis. We will check in with them as soon as they get there.
All right, welcome back. Another live look outside. It's going to be a cold day today. Bundle up. Sunshine will be out, though, to brighten your day. Not warm it, brighten. Let's be clear. It was a special night for members of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. The annual Governor's Award were given out to 4 deserving individuals.
Dolly Parton, Tom Cruise, Debbie Allen, and production designer Wynn Thomas were all honored, and the guest list is massive, but not everyone hits the red carpet. Parton accepted her award from Nashville. Saw plenty of star power out there to celebrate the career achievements of the honorees. Allen walked the carpet with her equally famous sister, Felicia Rashad.
Felicia told me don't cry, so I'm trying not to get there, but it's coming with a lot. I'm coming to this acceptance with a lot of ancestors at my back, a lot of young ones right in the front of me and my feet going forward, and still a lot of work to be done.
Nights like this are great because I get to be a fan. You know, I get to enjoy some of my favorites and just kind of hang out and watch. And this is part of what the dream is for me.
So this event is not televised, but you'll see some of what happened during the Oscars in March.
Okay, we're looking forward to that. All right, coming up this morning, streaming at 7, the Bears are on a 3-game win streak. Kat from ESPN 1000 shares how the team can keep the momentum going.
Holiday prices are up this year, but the White House is rolling back tariffs to help shoppers save.
Here's a quick porch pirate tip as the holiday shopping season gears up. A new Insurify survey finds that 95% of holiday shoppers will buy gifts online this year. That's up from 89% last year. Nearly half of Cyber Monday shoppers, 49%, say they've had a package stolen. Here's how to protect your packages. Have items sent to a secure locker or your workplace. Use tracking alerts and signature requirements and install a video doorbell or camera. If you're traveling, ask a neighbor to grab your deliveries, and remember, home or renter's insurance can cover stolen packages, but it may not be worth filing a claim unless the item's value is higher than your deductible. Jason Knowles, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Streaming live from Chicago, ABC 7 Eyewitness News at 7 continues.
All righty, everybody. Another live look outside. Man, a few didn't look at the bottom right-hand side of your screen, you'd think it's a summer shot. It's so
it looks like it.
sunny and pretty, but nope, it is almost winter. When is meteorological winter begin?
Well, meteorological winter begins December 1st. So yes, December 1st. So not too far away.
Yeah.
And so that's how we compile statistics in the meteorology world. December, January, February are considered meteorological winter. Now, today, still fall. Actually, it's pretty out there now, but kind of cold too. Temperatures right now are in the mid to upper 20s in parts of the area. Fortunately, it's not all that windy. Clouds will be on the increase in advance of rain tonight. Diane.
All right, going to start off the expressways with a crash in West Chicago, North Avenue and Powys Road. Then a quick look at the big picture. Kennedy's going to be the heaviest expressway. Outbound is actually a little bit worse, about 50 minutes compared to inbound, which is, well, I would say about 45 to 50 on the inbound side. So not too bad. Eastbound 290 at North Avenue, that crash is now gone. So hopefully we'll see that delay be gone as well. Be gone with you, delay.
Okay.
All righty.
Thanks, Diane.
So, topping today's Talkers, Thanksgiving is almost here. And while we're enjoying all the good eats, it's important to also keep the planet in mind.
So, analysts predict families will waste about $550 million worth of food this Thanksgiving. ABC's chief climate correspondent Ginger Z has more on the impact.
After gathering with friends and family for your big Thanksgiving meal this year, most families look forward to the leftovers for days to come. But many times, there's just too much. So before you toss out what's left, think about the impact of the waste. According to the Department of Agriculture, about 30 to 40% of the food supply is wasted in the U.S., and all of that waste is bad for the environment. Whenever you throw away food, you're not only throwing away the item, but also the energy and resources that were used to produce and sustain it.
In terms of the best methods for combating food waste, what makes this a really challenging issue is that food waste happens everywhere from the farm level all the way to the fork.
While the average person may not be able to prevent food waste that's happening on a farm or in the grocery store, we can make a difference in our own kitchens. It is understandable to want to go the extra mile for that Thanksgiving dinner, but try to cut back on dishes that haven't been a big hit in past years, and encourage guests to bring along a to-go.
If you're hosting, be ready to send people home with a doggy bag, send them home with Tupperware, send them home with leftover containers.
Our planet will thank you for it. With this Climate Minute, I'm Ginger Z.
What is that?
That was a good. Was it cranberry?
It didn't look Thanksgiving-y.
Yeah.
I was like, what is that?
Throwing anything in there.
Looked like a bed of bread.
Yeah, it just did not look Thanksgiving-y.
Right. We were talking. I mean, I'm not wasting any food. I know my family isn't wasting any food.
I don't know who these families are that are throwing away all this food for Thanksgiving. Like
$550
everyone
million.
takes leftovers home.
Yeah, 4 days, right? I mean, that's like the meal for the weekend.
And then you get creative, like, oh, now we're going to do like turkey sandwiches,
Correct.
then a turkey pot pie, then a turkey this. And who's throwing all this food away?
I know.
And it's so nice because then you don't have to plan to cook.
Right. Everybody loves Thanksgiving because of that. You don't have to cook, eat leftovers every day. It's
Exactly.
like nothing goes to waste.
Until all the food is gone, right? That's like the whole idea. Okay. Well,
Who
now
knows?
we know.
Now we know.
Yeah.
Okay, well, for many shoppers this holiday season, the price tag is looking higher than last year. A recent survey shows that a typical Thanksgiving basket in New York jumped from about $135 to $158, with yams soaring nearly 190%. Now, you can also expect to pay more for the wine that you serve with your Thanksgiving dinner. According to the latest government data, bottled wine prices have risen 8% over the past decade. Several reasons are to blame, including climate change, inflation, and rising production costs. But now, importers of wine are dealing with President Trump's tariffs, including a 15% tariff on European Union imports. So the White House rolled back tariffs on over 200 goods to help, and experts say that shoppers could see maybe some relief early next year.
Okay.
But not in time for the holidays.
Right. We're going to do what we got to do. We're going to eat, right? We're going to drink. So we will just grin and bear while we can. And you can track these local prices from gas to food and much more using the ABC7 price tracker. Just scan the QR code on your screen, or you can find it on our website or on our news app. Do what we got to do.
Yeah. Well, some of us, some folks can't, but that's what
Right.
we're doing, the Feed the Love thing.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Well, the Bears are waking up in first place in the NFC North.
Yep, Chicago is getting its first division win in a tense rematch with the Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota took a late lead. Devin Duvernay sparked the Bears with a huge kickoff return. Cairo Santos knocked through the game winner. Bears pull it off 19-17. They moved to 7-3 on the season. Kat from ESPN 1000 was on the show with Tracy earlier this morning. Says the team still has some cleaning up to do.
Certain penalties are going to happen. You have an illegal formation. You practice this every day. How do you line up and go, oh, they left that guy uncovered, or they covered this guy? I don't understand it. And Ben Johnson said, can you imagine how good we'll be when we get this cleaned up?
Yeah, good point. Bears' next game, by the way, at home this Sunday against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
So what does one Tracy Butler do on this Sunday?
What does one Tracy Butler do?
Yeah.
Does she divulge what she's going to do?
The Steelers desperately need this win. However, I hope that the Bears stay number one in this division.
It would be awesome.
But the big question is going to be, can Aaron Rodgers play?
Yeah.
And the thing is, there's a lot of Bears fans that are just dying to get him back in that stadium and prove that he does not own them still.
Oh, that's right. He talks a lot of trash.
Does he still talk trash?
Yes. Not about
the Bears. He just talks trash about other things.
But but Mason Rudolph did really, really well yesterday. So I don't know. It's all going to be in the what his wrist situation.
We didn't hear, and we didn't get an official word on
I don't
that,
think there
right?
would be until
Closer to
midweek.
Yeah.
But you know what? If you didn't watch the Steelers game, and I know it was on the same time as the Bears, but you got to watch tight end Darnell Washington's run. This guy is huge. And they were.
Did he score with it?
He did not score.
But he had a good
But
run.
he ran and ran, and he is just knocking these Bengals out.
Oh, I saw that.
You saw that?
Yeah, it was on.
Gotta be on high.
Darnell Washington
viral.
run?
Darnell Washington.
I want to see that now.
It was so funny. Of course, because it was on the team I was rooting for.
Right.
I wouldn't be, I'd be more upset if I was a Bengals fan, but it's hilarious. It's
you
so
found it. Look at that.
He found it.
It's like,
oh wow,
who's gonna stop that dude?
That's 3 of them.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like, choop,
I know.
choop.
It almost looks
But
like
you
a
know what?
game.
It does.
Like,
and there's a piece of me that thinks if I'm one of the Bengals, I wouldn't even step in front of him. I'd
No.
be like, you know what? I'm not getting hit by that.
he was right. He was knocking them down like bowling balls.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
So funny.
I do
Yeah.
love when the big football players run. I just think that just tickles me. Well, think about our kick or punt returner.
Duvernay. Yeah.
He's not a little guy.
No.
He was not a little guy, and he was hauling like he was a lightweight.
He made that happen.
Yeah.
He was a decent sized buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That
was
was a
thinking,
great
he's
return.
a big dude. Yes, I was like, wow, he's not stopping.
Yeah. If I have to, I think about like some of these safeties and guys on defense. If I got to be the one that has to stop a 300-pound somebody
Not
that's
today,
running for
Channel 7.
come on through.
Not
You
today.
come on
Let
through.
me
That's
open the gates for you.
Because I'm living, baby.
All I
Right.
know is if you're going to knock out players, make it the Bengals, because I hate the Bengals.
Do you really?
Oh, I do.
Oh,
I don't say hate to anything.
I know. Oh wow.
It's 'cause
Why?
certain people I hate
Like them. That's
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I'm like, it's got to be a reason.
Yeah.
We need to know more.
Hey. That's a good conversation.
Petty Betty over here.
Oh, we're streaming out loud this morning. We'll get a break in. We're back with more in 90 seconds. Hang tight. Hey everybody, welcome back. Live look outside this morning. North Avenue Beach right there. Chilly, 32 degrees. It's freezing outside.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Tracy, we're going to warm up it all today?
Yeah, you know what? We will. We'll be average.
Okay.
We'll be average.
All right.
Average high is 48 today. I think we're going to nail that number here this afternoon. But we're off to a cold start, and there are some places laying back in the 20s. And we're talking 23 Lake Geneva. You can see 23 St. Charles, 29 in Morris, 24 in McHenry, officially at O'Hare. We're at 32 degrees. It is 32 in Maryville and 33 right now in Pontiac. The sun is out there this morning. High temperatures today topping out mid to upper 40s, which is average. And while we have a good amount of sunshine out there right now, clouds will be on the increase here through the afternoon and evening. It will stay dry today. It will not stay dry tonight. So overnight tonight into tomorrow morning's commute, there will be rain in the area. Then it looks like Wednesday is just kind of a ho-hum day with a lot of clouds. Thursday, plenty of clouds. I've backed off on precipitation for Thursday at this point. We'll continue to monitor it. Right now, looks like most of the rain on Thursday would stay south of us. But let's check in and see what Diane has for us.
Starting with the crash out in Waukegan, southbound US 41, just north of 22nd Street. Those of you that know, obviously, 41, a major thoroughfare out in Waukegan. So that is a crash that's going to cause some pretty significant delays. It already is causing about a mile delay so far. All right, let's take a look at the big picture where the Ryan is a nice solid wall of traffic from I-57 and the Bishop Ford all the way through into the downtown area. So heads up there. We're also seeing pretty significant delays on the inbound side of the Kennedy. Outbound is getting better, just slightly. It's still less than an hour to get out to O'Hare, so that's the good news there. The Stevenson inbound is much heavier than the outbound side, and outbound side of the Eisenhower, we're getting word of a rollover crash at Independence, and it sounds like it's in the right lane, and that's exactly where we're seeing that traffic break. We're also seeing a bit of a delay on the Gapers side, on the inbound side, but it's mixed into an inbound delay, but it's just really thick right in that area because folks are stopping to take a look at that outbound crash. Val and Terrell.
Okay, got it. Diane, appreciate it. On the way this morning, the Illinois tollway budget and possible toll hike up for public discussion tonight.
A viral TikTok is turning heads as an Army veteran's resume steals the spotlight at a Jonas Brothers concert.
One guy landed on late night TV with the Jonas Brothers without even trying, and it's all because someone else was caught on camera looking at his resume for a job he never even applied for.
Here's ABC's Danny New with the story.
Thanks to this moment, millions of people are now obsessed with the resume of one man, Scott Kelly.
Monday, I got a message from a buddy of mine while sitting in class saying, "Hey dude, you're going famous on TikTok."
This video was taken by Jen Wilson at a Jonas Brothers concert in Buffalo last week.
It wasn't
not the place that you would normally see something like that, in my opinion.
When she and her friend noticed that the man in front of them was, instead of singing along, scrolling through a PDF of this Army veteran's job history.
I thought to myself, like, this is the stuff you see on the internet. Like, this isn't something you see in real life. And also, we're at a Jonas Brothers concert.
A week later, the video now has more than 50 million views on TikTok, with commenters rooting for Scott's prospects. Even Nick Jonas trying to hype up Scott, saying his work ethic and critical thinking inspired one of their song lyrics. Even though, brace for this, Scott says he had never actually heard of the Jonas Brothers.
I'm not judging. There are things I don't know all the time. But how did you not know who they were?
Yeah, pop culture has never been my strong suite.
Not only that, Scott says he had not actually applied for any jobs. His resume had just gotten into the hands of another veteran named Brandon, who tries to hire local veterans in the area. In fact,
He and I served in the Army together, actually way back in the day. We found out going back through our,
well, Scott has also made some new friends, too, getting to actually hang out with the Jonas Brothers after appearing on The Tonight Show together on Friday.
Got a selfie together, and they said, hey, if you ever want tickets, we're going to stitch you up with our team.
And he now is a connection for life with Jen, whom he chatted with over video for the first time during our interview.
I am grateful for Jen, and I think a lot of good's ultimately going to come of this whole thing.
So in case I wasn't clear, Scott says he is happily employed, but his LinkedIn has been blowing up, and, quote, it's hard to ignore good opportunities, so he is reading the messages a little bit, but again, happily employed. In New York, for ABC News, I'm Danny Neal.
So explain this to, because you
No, I thought
because he said he was happily employed. Then that's
yeah,
not
I
his
did.
resume.
That's exactly. So that part of the story I did not know about. I thought he was checking his resume, just like we look over our resume.
I think that was somebody checking Scott's resume.
Right. That's what who was looking at it on their phone at the Jonas Brothers concert, and then somebody videoed that person looking at the resume.
Right.
I think.
It's clear.
It's crazy.
We almost need to watch that.
We almost need to watch it again. I know.
What did I miss here?
I know.
What am I missing that it's okay to video
Well, that's another
someone
thing.
else's
It's his phone.
personal
Correct.
conversation?
And he's happy.
Well, that's the thing, and I think that kind of got buried in all this because we're making her sound like she's a hero.
Yeah, right.
Good job, girl, for sweeping in on somebody else. And it's
Right.
like,
Right.
wait a minute, I think we're missing the. I think the morals are.
But they're saying that in this thing.
Yeah.
They're making.
because
he's happy because it's
yeah,
getting
exactly.
him
He said,
all
like,
the
I'm so thankful
attention.
for her.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But what if he was looking at
Yeah,
something he
porn.
wasn't supposed to be looking?
Can you imagine that? Like,
Well, because I think that, this is just my opinion.
Of course.
I think she was trying to catch him doing something.
Yeah, probably.
Because nobody has
Probably.
good intentions
It's just
when you're
they're
zooming in on somebody's phone.
phone.
Your intentions are not
That's
good.
right. That's right.
Yeah. So she was
Right.
trying to catch him doing something
And
probably
it
wrong.
backfired in a
And
wonderful
it backfired
way.
in a
Right.
wonderful way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think that's the moral of the story. It backfired in a good way.
Just like that time when that camera caught that couple,
Yes. And then all of a sudden they came out and said, oh, we're not really a couple. It's like, stop.
Yeah.
Stop. You were caught. Just say you were caught and move on.
A lot of layers to that story.
Yes.
A lot of layers to that
are.
story.
Yeah.
But see, I wish it was somebody who needed a job and that really helped them get a job. Like
Right.
that would have been, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's it that he
happily
He's
employed.
great. He's like, I'm good.
But yeah, you're right. What if that could have gone
on
another
now.
way?
Yeah, what if people are going to start like
They've been doing
zooming
that,
in?
though.
I
They've been
know,
doing that,
and
yeah.
then
They've been doing that.
Gives you the ick.
Yeah,
Or else it wouldn't be
does.
something called a privacy
Screen.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it's just what people do.
Yep.
No social etiquette anymore.
Nope.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We got the Morning Stuff stories coming up.
Taking a look at the morning's top stories. This morning, the FAA ended its emergency order reducing flights at dozens of airports across the country. That includes Midway and O'Hare. The cuts were put in place because of staffing shortages during the government shutdown. Airline executives say they are optimistic operations will rebound in time for the holiday season.
There's a public hearing on a proposed 45-cent hike to drive on the Illinois tollway. The change means the price to get on and off the tollway will go up to nearly $1.
And a Chicago City Council committee will consider additional taxes for online sports wagers. The Office of Budget and Management says a tax increase of 10.25% to bets placed online would raise an additional $26 million in revenue. Right now, there's a 2% tax on bets made in person. Tracy.
Well, this afternoon, we'll see more clouds than what we're seeing this morning. Look for highs today, right around 48 degrees. That is our average high. Rain settling in tonight into at least tomorrow morning's commute.
It's been 10 years since the Horseman last appeared. It is very good to be back.
Now You See Me, Now You Don't earned $21 million in its opening weekend, taking the top spot at the domestic box office. The third installment in the Thieving Magician series beat the high-profile action thriller The Running Man, which earned $17 million in its North America debut in theaters. Rounding out the top three, Predator Badlands, bringing in an estimated $13 million in its second weekend. Pope Leo XIV welcomed Spike Lee, Cate Blanchett, Greta Gerwig, and other Hollywood luminaries to a special Vatican audience over the weekend, celebrating cinema and its ability to inspire. Leo encouraging all of them to use their art to promote human dignity.
His Holiness's words today were a real charge not to shy away from difficult, painful stories. So he really urged us to go back into our day jobs and inspire people and create those spaces.
Thank you, SAG-AFTRA, for this incredibly heavy award.
The Screen Actors Guild Awards, commonly referred to as the SAG Awards, will officially become the Actor Awards when the ceremony airs next March on Netflix. The iconic statuette, called The Actor, was first handed out in 1995 to recognize performances in movies and television, and is a prominent part of Hollywood's awards season. And happy birthday, Martin Scorsese. The Academy Award-winning filmmaker is 81. That's what's happening in Hollywood. I'm Allison Kosick, ABC News.
Okay. National Take a Hike Day today.
Oh.
So,
wait, like take an actual hike or
tell somebody to kick rocks. That's right. Tell somebody to take a hike. Get out of here. Just like we're about to do.
No, we're not.
That's right. I keep forgetting.
Take a hike at 9 a.m.
Bye, everybody.
This has been Eyewitness News, streaming at 7.